Hey there everybody, and welcome to Bill's Retro Gaming Show. On today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the latest announcement from New Wave Toys. And this time, they've got a special collaboration going on with GRS, aka Glenn's Retro Show. We'll dive in and take a look at it right after this. Alright everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscription button. Click the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put up a new video. Give this one a thumbs up and leave a comment below if you want to be part of the conversation. So for the last several days, New Wave Toys has been teasing their next announcement. It started a couple of weeks ago with this picture, which was related to their collaboration with GRS. Then we got this picture, and it started to get a lot clearer as to what they were going to announce. A lot of people have been speculating for quite some time that this was going to be related to Golden Tee somehow. And now we have confirmation. Let's go to their website. So, heading over to New Wave Toys' website, you're greeted with this banner showing off their latest Replicade announcement, Golden Tee. Not only a Golden Tee Replicade, but a special controller designed to work in conjunction with it. And of course, we've got a countdown here for the number of days you have, hours, minutes, and seconds you have to pre-order. But let's get a little more detail on what this is. So starting off, we'll just look at the Replicade itself. We'll get into the extra controller in just a few minutes, but I want to focus first on the Replicade itself. And as you can see here, New Wave Toys, as always, has done a bang-up job of replicating the original arcade look and feel. So taking a minute just to look at some of the pictures for the Replicade, and of course keep in mind these are prototype pictures, so things could change by the time this is actually released. But again, as usual for New Wave Toys, they really have done their best to make this look like the original arcade. And they have a first for this Replicade, which is this DMD topper here. Now, one thing that struck me as interesting, if you look at the side, is that there is no side art on this, and I believe there is a reason for that, and when we go over the features, I'll explain what that is. Looking at the back of the unit, you can see they've got a couple of different things here, including some USB ports for plugging in external controllers. They've got a USB-C charging port. They've got an HDMI out. They have got their power and volume buttons on the back here instead of on the top, which makes a lot of sense for this one with that DMD topper and all there. You really can't put it on top of the unit like they do with their others. And then, of course, on the DMD topper here, you can see this USB-C port here. This will actually let you plug this into the Replicade to power the DMD. Now, going over the features for this, it looks like this is actually going to include 6 different Golden Tee games. They're going to include Golden Tee 3D Golf, Golden Tee 97, 98, 99, Golden Tee 2K, and Golden Tee Classic. Again, a first for New Wave Toys Replicade to have this many games on it. I think the most they've ever had in the past really was 2 games. So for them to have 6 different games on this is actually pretty interesting. Now, as I mentioned, this is going to have this DMD topper, and it says the Golden Tee Replicade includes a replica 1/6 scale first-gen tournament play DMD cab topper featuring customizable red marquee messaging. DMD topper has a built-in 240 milliamp rechargeable battery that plugs into the USB-A port located in the back of a cab for charging and display. So it sounds like you'll be able to customize this to display anything you want as you're playing the game, which I think is kind of a really neat feature. And again, a first for New Wave Toys. Now, interestingly enough, because this has 6 different games on it, it looks like they are going to do a poll to determine which title should be the marquee title for this. So if you pre-order this, you're eventually going to get an email survey asking which game you would like to be the marquee title. And I guess based on that poll, that's the one that will go on the marquee. You can see in the prototype that they have it as Golden Tee 3D Golf. But that's not necessarily what it's going to look like when it goes into production. it could technically be any of these 6 games, depending on how that poll goes. So again, New Wave Toys, listening to their audience, are going to put out a poll, and we, or you, or whoever it is that actually pre-orders this, will have a chance to decide which is the marquee title. Now, like a lot of their more recent releases, this is going to have the mini coin op feature, meaning you'll be able to put the mini coins into it to simulate coin in on a real arcade machine, and it'll have a coin box so you can get access to them and take them out, and their CRT Effects 2.0 screen, which I think has looked fantastic on their most recent releases, so I'm excited to see it continue on this one. All right, just to go through all of the features, because there are a lot with this, as usual for New Wave Toys. Of course, you have the replica Golden Tee arcade machine in 1/6 scale. I've already gone over these. Play 6 classic games. The tournament play DMD topper, mini coin op, CRT Effects 2.0, arcade operators menu with customizable dip switch and cabinet settings, miniaturized control panel featuring a mini Trak-Ball, plug-and-play HD TV and USB controller connectivity optimized for our real arcade Trak-Ball stick. I'll get into that next. Handcrafted cabinet from traditional materials, including wood, metal, and plastic. Illuminated marquee and cabinet accents. Replicade signature amplified stereo audio reproduction with volume control and padlock prop. High-resolution cabinet art reproduction. Now, one thing, again, is it didn't show the art on the sides there. So I'm wondering if the reason for that is because of this poll for the marquee. And once they decide what the marquee title is going to be, that will potentially affect the side art as well. So we should know more about that once we see what the marquee title is going to be. That's why in the prototype pictures, I think the side of this was just that like crescent golf ball shape, but there was no actual art on it. Finishing up the list of features, we have replica die-cast metal coin door with cash box storage compartment, replica die-cast metal dollar bill acceptor. We'll get into that again in a second. Built-in high-capacity rechargeable battery, premium 4:3 IPS color screen, 4:3 aspect ratio, officially licensed by Incredible Technologies, and a 100-day factory warranty. Now, let's take a look at everything that you get in the box. So again, big list of things that come with this. You, of course, have the Golden Tee replica, the DMD topper, mini card reader, magnetic. I'm not sure what that is for yet. Golden Tee gold card prop, conversion kit art pack, coin collecting cash box, mini replica operator's manual, USB-C charge cable, USB-C short charge cable for the DMD topper. So like I said, you'll be able to charge the DMD directly through the cab itself. Mini metal coin doors, mini dollar bill props, and faux mini power cable. So there's some interesting things here that I'd love to know more about. Now, yes, it does come with dollar bill props, and it does have that bill acceptor, but it doesn't say whether or not that is a working bill acceptor. My guess is it's a faux acceptor with the faux dollar bills, and you're only going to be able to coin in with the coins, just like some of their other ones that came with dollar bills. Interesting, they say there's a conversion kit art pack. So like I said, the art on the sides is blank. Maybe that's actually how it's going to come, and you'll get your option of side art that you want to put on this yourself, depending on the marquee game or which game is your favorite. So I guess we'll have to find out more information on that. Maybe we'll know more this Friday on Kicking It Old School, Glenn's show, when he has Shiloh on to talk about this. Okay, and as I'm going through this, now I think I get it. The mini card reader, magnetic card reader, it sounds like it's going to have one of those, like a little faux card reader, like when you go to a modern arcade and you've got to swipe a card to play the game, that you'll be able to pop onto the front of this to replicate that feeling of being in a modern arcade. Kind of like their Berserk came with a magnetic locking bar that you could take on and off magnetically. It sounds like you'll be able to do that here, which is again another new feature, another neat feature for people as an add-on option. And I like the fact that it's magnetic, so you can put it off and on to your liking, and not, you know, with like sticky tape where if you put it on, you're stuck with it. So I think that sounds like something really cool for them to add as well. And then this Golden Tee gold card prop. Again, not totally sure what that is. I guess we'll have to find out more information on that. Now, it looks like the retail price on this is going to be $249.99, which I think makes this the most expensive Replicade to date. But during their pre-order, you can use code GOLDEN35, which will bring this down to an even $200. But that's it for the Replicade itself. Now, let's take a look at this new feature, this new add-on that's coming, that's going to be available for it as well. And of course, as I mentioned in the beginning, there were a lot of teaser images leading up to this, and a lot of people guessed that what they were leaning towards was going to be some kind of control stick, and it looks like we know for sure now that that's what this is. It is a Golden Tee replica control stick to play with your Golden Tee Replicade. So they are calling this the Trak-Ball stick, and of course it's themed and designed for Golden Tee specifically, and it looks like, again, it's a replica of the control panel for Golden Tee. Looking at it from the top, you can see you've got your Trak-Ball here, you've got your left and right buttons, you've got your start button, and on the back of the unit there's a button to credit in and to get to the menus. You've got your power on-off switch and a charge port. And here's what New Wave Toys has to say about this collaboration. They say our good friends at Glenn's Retro Show GRS developed the GRS Arcade Trak-Ball specifically for playing Golden Tee, featuring a large 3-inch heavy-duty trackball with upgraded sensor and premium smooth rolling ball bearings. GRS Arcade quality without the arcade price. When you want the best, you go GRS. So going over the features of the real arcade Trak-Ball stick, it is a full-size arcade stick measuring 5.2 inches high, 15.25 inches wide, and 10.2 inches deep. So it's a decent size control panel. It's going to be made of heavy-duty wood construction, and it has the GRS Arcade Trak-Ball, a 3-inch trackball in it. It's going to come with HAP buttons with cherry micro switches. Wow, imagine that. High-quality buttons in an arcade control panel. Who'd have thought? It's going to have built-in wireless technology, a built-in battery, white T-molding, and an acrylic CPO art protective cover. Now, I actually reached out to Glenn on this because I was a little bit confused by the fact that this says it's got wireless technology in it, but the Replicade mentions USB connectivity to the control panel. And according to Glenn, GRS provided both the Trak-Ball and the wireless technology for this control panel, and you're going to have the option to connect either way. You can connect wirelessly or through USB. At least, like I said, that's the information that he gave me. So it looks like you're going to have options on how you want to connect to the Replicade with this arcade Trak-Ball stick. Now, as of right now, it looks like they're selling this specifically as a bundle where you can get the Replicade and the Trak-Ball stick together for $399.99. Again, that Golden 35 code will bring this down to $320 if you want to pre-order it. But it doesn't look like you can get the Replicade and the Trak-Ball stick separately, at least not at this. Well, you can get the Replicade separately, but if you want the Trak-Ball, you're going to have to buy it in this bundle. Now, one last thing you should know, if you plan on pre-ordering this, is that they are targeting a fourth quarter release for this. So it's not going to be till the end of the year that this actually comes out and gets into people's hands. You have about a month to pre-order it, but you're going to have to wait several months, unfortunately, to get this. And that's kind of the nature of things, I think, with New Wave Toys. We've seen this a lot where they will announce something, there'll be a pre-order period, and then several months down the road is when it will finally release. You know, there's usually some ramp ups to production and things like that. I guess they want to see how many people pre-order to have a good idea of how many they should make, so on and so forth. And of course, they are planning that survey to decide the marquee and potentially the side art. Again, we'll have to get more information on how that is supposed to work. Make sure that you tune into Kicking It Old School, Glenn's show on Friday night. He's going to have Shiloh on, and they're going to answer as many questions as they can, I'm sure, on this collaboration, how this came to be, and whatever else you might want to know about this based on the announcement. So be sure to check that out. In addition, don't forget that they are also going to be doing a giveaway on that show for a Berserk Frenzy 2-pack. So, and you have to be in the live show in order to win that. So if you are in the live show and if you are a member of the Global Replicade fan page on Facebook, you're going to have an opportunity to win that Berserk Frenzy 2-pack. So again, don't forget that. Make sure you watch that show this Friday night. But there you have it. That is the latest announcement. That is the latest product coming from New Wave Toys, and this one with a special collaboration with GRS. And a lot of us have been speculating for a while on what that collaboration was going to be, and now we know. What do you think? Was this what you were hoping for? Are you excited? Are you disappointed? Are you okay with it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Personally, while I was kind of hoping for a full-size arcade machine or close to full size coming from them, I think this is really interesting, and I think it may be a shot across the bow of another company that has recently announced their own Golden Tee Deluxe machine that is also available right now. You just have to wait and see how that plays out. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think of this Replicade? What do you think of this collaboration? And if you're interested, are you interested in just the Replicade itself, or will you be getting the Trak-Stick to go with it? I'm curious to hear your thoughts. But that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and do that as well. That's all for now, and I will see you guys again on the next one. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and happy gaming. Take care.